Hello, my fellow stock trading masters. This is Lance Jepson with RealEstateTrading.com. All right, folks. Now, maybe I need to back up a little bit. Okay, I thought I already covered something, and I thought I've covered it pretty clear. I've done it in a few different ways, but maybe I'm going to make it more simple to really drive my point home. I want you to tell me, okay, what chart is the stronger chart? All right, I'm going to show you two charts, and you tell me which one is the better looking chart. Which one is the better one if you had to go long one of them? Okay, there's no choice to stay in cash. Let's say you just absolutely had to buy one of them, just in the hypothetical that I'm giving you. Okay, of course you can only do cash, but let's just say, just so I can prove my point here, that you didn't have that option. You had to buy one of these stocks. In fact, your life depended on it. Okay, everything you had was tied up in this next trade. If you had a loser, you would be dead. All right. What trade would it be? Okay, what stock chart is the stronger chart? What stock chart is the chart that you should buy? Is it this one, ticker symbol ARW, okay? Or is it this one, ticker symbol FAZ, okay? Let me show them to you again. Which stock is the better buy? This stock or this stock? Okay, that's enough time. You should be this should have been you should have been able to call this in just a couple seconds. Folks, if you said that FAZ, this stock, was the better buy, you need to you're stupid. Okay? You just need to accept the fact you're dumb. All right? I failed you as a teacher, okay? I can no longer be your teacher because you obviously aren't getting the points of my videos. You obviously haven't been getting the various lessons and the different ways that I have said this over the last year or two. You need to just get off my channel, stop watching my videos, get off my blog, just go someplace else because there's nothing that I can do for you if you think that FAZ was the better buy. If you said that you thought FAZ. Give me a break, okay? Get a clue. FAZ is within a strong downtrend, okay? This is a strong downtrending chart. ARW, this is a strong uptrending chart, okay? It is better to buy the strong uptrending stock. Okay? Why? Why? All right. Give me a break with your I can predict the future contrarian BS. Okay? You got to know when to be a contrarian and when not to be. All right? I just don't even know where to start, folks, but I'm going to try my best to explain this one more time a different way. Okay? A trend will continue until the trend actually ends. That's Dine's principle of trend trading. A trend will continue until the trend actually ends. On days a stock goes sideways, assume continuation of the previous trend. Okay? You trade the trend, right? If you're going to buy ARW in the strong uptrending stock, okay, if you're going to buy this one, then you're betting that the trend that's been going on since September, October, November, December, January, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, this 5-month trend, you're betting that the 5-month trend that this stock has been in is going to keep going, okay, right? Which is a pretty damn good bet. I mean, what's the odds of right when you put your money in, this trend reverses and heads down? I know we like to joke about, oh, I've got such bad luck. That's what happened to me. You know, but in reality, that's not what happens, folks. Trends continue. Okay? Right? Now, this stock is in a strong downtrend. If you're going to bet that this stock is going to go long, okay, you're, I don't know where to begin. You're attempting to predict a trend reversal. It's a completely different thing that you're trying to do. You're trying to say, yes, I am smarter than the market. I can predict the future. Look into my crystal ball. I'm going to go long FAZ because I'm betting that this trend is going to reverse. Okay? I'm betting that the trend's going to stop and it's going to reverse right after I put in my money. All right? The odds are 70% of the time that ARW is the better trade. Maybe even my own studies show me 70 to 80% of the time. You're better off betting in a continuation of the trend than you are in the market than trying to time a bottom, and then in trying to bet that the market is going to reverse right after you put your money in. Okay? My research shows me that only 20 to 30% of the time are you going to be accurate in trying to time a bottom. Buying bottoms and selling tops is a fool's game. How many times do I have to say it? Okay? I mean, geez, right? Come on. All right? It's all about probabilities. You need to go take a stats and probability course in college. Okay? It's all about probabilities. Go brush up on your probability studies. Go buy a book, Stats and Probabilities, or go take an adult education course, right? It's all about probabilities. You're trying to play the probability. Nothing is absolute, folks. But the probabilities of a trend continuing versus a trend reversing are completely different things. You have a much better bet. You have much better probability of buying a stock like this one. You have a much better probability of saying, okay, I'm betting that the trend is going to continue. Your probability goes up maybe 70, maybe even as high as 80% of the time you'll be right by playing the trend. By trying to bet that the trend is suddenly going to reverse right here is stupid, okay? Right? It's like trying to catch a falling knife. Hence you have the saying, don't try to catch a falling knife. Buying this stock, you're trying to catch a falling knife. There's nothing here to suggest the trend is going to change right now, okay? You're trying to catch a falling knife, and more often than not, your hand's going to get stabbed. Now, this is not absolute, but everything is probability. There is a lot lower chance of you being able to accurately predict a bottom, or in another way, let me say this another way, there's a lot less of a chance of you being able to accurately predict a trend reversal, that this downtrend is going to come to an end and it's going to go into an uptrend. There's a lot less of a probability of you being able to predict that than in you simply being able to predict a continuation of an existing trend. Okay? It's always better to place your money or place your bets. It's always a higher probability of a trend continuing than a trend suddenly reversing and changing when you think it's going to, okay? Don't try to buy bottoms, okay? Don't try to sell tops. You're going to make your money in that sweet zone, in that middle zone. All right? Okay, so the FAZ is within a strong downtrend. This is the weaker chart if you're trying to go long. If you're trying to go long, this is the better chart out of the two. Okay? Burn that into your head. Learn to recognize immediately when you look at a chart what's the stronger play. Okay? Trend continuations are almost always going to be a higher probability than you being able to predict a sudden trend reversal.